Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel and Model Cars and Coffee with Hobbydude. Today I want to do something a little bit different. While I've got a lot of build-ups that I could share, I want to share with you today a project that's actually on my build list that I think is really cool. It keeps popping back into my head, so this is going to have to come up here, move up the list a little bit. But let me share it with you. Bring your model to life with MCV products. Visit them on the World Wide Web at mcvproducts.net. In the 1960s and into the early 70s, I spent a lot of time in the pits with my uncle and my dad at the Greer drag strip and the Ware Shoals drag strip, and man, I loved it. My uncle raced a C-Gas division, and one of the cars we raced against was an Anglia in the C-Gas division. And it was fun. It was called the Sandlapper. It was black. It was a cool little car. Well, over the years, I have built a number of both the Anglia and the Thames panel truck. And I built the Simple Simon. I built the Anglia. I probably built 2 or 3 of each of those things over the years. And this particular one I have had on my build list pretty near the top, and I've been gathering for probably 10 years parts for this for an idea I have for it. So I want to share that with you today. This one, I have picked up a new engine from Matthew over at Model Car Videos, and this is a fuel injected Hemi. I've got something else in mind too for an engine. I'm just still wrestling with that, but I've already started gathering up, like I said, a number of the parts. But I'm going to share this stuff with you, and by all means, give me your opinions on it. Look how crisp this thing is. Very, very nice. Old school ridged valve covers. Check out those pipes. Very nice. There's your injectors with your full fuel block and your linkages, stacks, and they look really good. But engine I have in mind, I have an Oldsmobile rocket engine in mind too, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. The body, there's going to be some modifications to. I am going to actually mount. I'm going to cut this hood. Oops. I'll stop throwing things around here. I'm going to take, and right here, you can kind of lightly see the ridge across there. I'm going to mount this part where it's normally a full flip nose. I'm going to take this and cut it right up through here. And then the grill portion will be mounted and glazed into the body. So just this center section will be lifted. I've already done a little bit of body work there. You can see where there's not going to be any headlights on it. I'm going to smooth all that out. And I've already marked on here, you can see the black marks there where the mold lines are. And on the chassis, I am going to move these tubs. Well, there's not really any tubs, but I'm going to create some tubs and move them in just a little bit more. And I picked up years ago, let me get some of this stuff out of here, some aluminum, some machined aluminum wheels, and I think the stance on this thing is going to be just cool sitting down like that. And the reason I want to do those tubs is, as you can see, these slicks are wider than the ones that came in the kit. So instead of them sticking out like this, I want them tucked up in here a little bit. And that's kind of the stance right there I want to go with. It's not going to be the old school. It's going to be it's going to be one of my things, and that's the way we need to build, guys, is for ourselves. And this is an old slick. That's one of the. This was a resin cast. You see, it's an old wrinkle slick, the pie crust type. That it's a little rough, but that hadn't been sanded yet either. And I've already started putting together all of my photo etch and things like that for it. So there's some aluminum stacks. a couple configurations, the Hurd shifters, magneto. I've got a couple different colors there, and I think I'm going to do it the engine in Hemi orange with the old school like black pipes, or excuse me, black wires, and some of the fittings, radiator facing, linkages, wiring set from Parts by Parts. Guys, this is worth its weight in gold because you've got everything you need for a car. You got heater hose, brake line, spark plug wire, radiator hose. Everything you need is in this thing. Then you have the Hemi pulley set from Parts by Parts, and this spun aluminum is great stuff, guys. And I also have from and then the Detail Master steering wheel, the AC Delco battery. But this piece right here from Model Car Garage, if you can see, this is all for the Anglia. This works for the Anglia and the Thames. You got the old school butterfly type steering wheel. You've got the vents that go in the side of the hood, which I may cut those out for that. And you also have the grills. So I think that's going to look pretty good on there too. The idea is for this to be all white and the interior to be red, but the car itself will be white. The decals that I found online for this, I probably had these 10 or 12 years. But I thought on a white car, this would, with a red interior, these would look so cool. It is called the Dark Horse. It's got the red. Let's see if I can get these out of here where we can take a look at them. There we go. The Dark Horse. Love the stallion that's going to go on there. And then these for the sides there. I think that's going to look pretty cool. And you notice it is a C-gas. So we're going to play around with that a little bit too. But that's it, guys. I just thought this was a really cool project. That's, like I said, it's been on my build list, and it's been pretty high up on it for some time. I just keep finding new cool stuff for it, and I think it's gonna be a pretty fun project, a pretty cool project. So oh, I didn't even realize those license plates were in there. How about that? But anyway, I think this is going to be a cool project for vintage drag racing. And of course, there are the gassers that still run today that do exhibition runs and all that stuff. And I think that is really, really cool too. By the way, I know, as I understand, Firebird Designs that do these decals is no longer around, but I think these were an eBay find from way back out of Independence, Missouri. But hey guys, give me your opinion on what you think. But there will be some body mods and things like that. I do want to make it a little more sleek, but I think the old Anglias and the Thames panels, I think they're really cool little hot rods. I've seen these done as street rods too, and they are wicked. Well, guys, that's it for this one, Model Cars and Coffee. We'll be back to sharing with you some of the old builds, but I wanted to do something a little bit different this time and share that with you when I ran across it. So there we go. Again, give me your thoughts. Guys, God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.